about the Royal Caribbean Seaplex.
The Seaplex, the best thing on what we think is probably one of the best things, particularly on Royal Caribbean ships that visit Australia, the Quantum class ships. This thing's magnificent.
We keep referencing it to a PCYC. So, your youth clubs, it is the size of one of those.
Yeah, it's a huge community centre at sea that keeps the whole family active.
Yeah,
really.
pretty much.
There's always activities there for all ages.
Hey Deb,
Hey Matt.
do you know what the one bit of advice is that I always give new cruisers? They should seize the day.
Okay, so we've started unpacking the first bag. We were waiting for the second one, just chilling out in the room for a little while, and got a phone call. And because we were starting to wonder where our second bag was, got a phone call. Apparently, we have a forbidden item that's been detected in our bag.
But it is the 8th night on this cruise and we are here to have some fun on Carnival of the Seas with bumper cars. Check this out. How cool is this? You get to do bumper cars while you're at sea.
Alright, let's have a look at the bathroom. I like the royal bathrooms.
I love the royal bathrooms.
Why do you love the royal bathrooms?
Because you don't have shower curtains.
Matt is not a fan of the shower curtains.
Okay, so that's step 4 on how to get to your food on your first day and 5 steps for first time cruises.
That's a lot of mouthful.
That is all a mouthful. So now we're heading off to the lifts at the rear of the ship because that's where you want to get to Windjammer. That's the best way to get your food quick and easy on day 1 for first time cruises. So rear of the ship we go. We are up on the Lido deck. It is the New Year's Eve party about to kick off. It's going to be a cracker night.
Hey Deb,
Hey Matt.
what did one ocean say to the other?
What?
Nothing. They just waved.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Is it get on the floor?
Let's get on board.
Oh,
Get on board, Deb.
wow.
Hello. Welcome. It's Wednesday.
I'm back.
Deb's back.
I'm so sorry that I missed last week.
What a massive live stream last week was.
Oh, I am so sad. But I was in the Melbourne Aquarium and we had no internet service whatsoever. So I couldn't join. I'm so sorry.
But you were here in spirit, and that was the main thing.
Absolutely.
And we're going to dive into that in just a little bit. So welcome. It is going to be a massive, massive
There's
day.
a lot to get through, Matt.
The emails were going off, all the different, mailing lists that we're on and everything this morning.
100%.
Holy moly. Holy
Yes.
moly.
All
And I've
right.
been trying to fill you in on all this as well.
Absolutely.
So anyway, let's get back into this. Let's say hello to a few people. Who have we got in the live stream? Janice is here,
Hey.
number one on the chat tonight. And don't forget, if you've got questions, drop them in the live chat as well. If you are watching on your TV, you will need your phone as well. It makes it a bit easier that way. And just flick across onto the live chat tab, and you can ask questions in there.
100%.
Now, yes, so and if you use a question mark, it comes up on the back end. There's a new feature on the streaming software we use, so it actually identifies the questions a bit easier for us to see as we're going. So use that question mark. It helps. Now, who else have we got? We've got Butlins58. G'day, Brad.
Hello.
We've got Brad in the chat. Our good friends Robin Ellie are
Hey,
here
guys.
as well. G'day, Robin Ellie. Wendy, you're back. Good to see you.
Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of days.
Yes, we'll see you on Anthem.
Yeah.
Very true, very true.
On that, anyone else on this live chat that is actually going to be on Anthem of the Seas on Friday, please pop it in.
Yep. Yeah, we'd love to know. We'd love to see you.
We know that Noni and Rowan are on there
Yes.
as well, but anyone else, please drop them on there.
Yeah, let us know
Yeah.
if you're going to be on the cruise.
Absolutely.
And we might even have a bit of a chat tonight about some of the things we're looking forward to with Anthem coming to Australia.
Yes.
We've got Les here
Hey,
as well. G'day, Les. Lynn is here from Wollongong.
evening.
G'day, Lynn. Yes, we are very excited to talk about all the cruise news tonight as well. Tisha is here.
Hey,
G'day.
Tisha.
Christine, hello.
Good
Welcome
evening.
on board for this week. Kaz is in the chat
Hi,
as well.
Kaz.
G'day, Kaz. Wendy's saying she had a great time on board Crown Princess and getting excited for Anthem on Friday. She's packed and ready. She's doing better than us.
Yes.
It has been so busy
my gosh.
here, like with conferences for both of us last
Yeah.
week and everything else. Has just
And
been
we
away.
leave tomorrow.
We leave tomorrow night, flying down to Sydney. Anyway, yep.
Anyway,
we
we'll
will
get there. Yeah, we will. We always
Carrie is on. G'day,
Hey,
Carrie.
Carrie.
You are watching from Geelong. Plenty of people from Victoria join. Love it. Janice is saying that she's loving Robin L's videos from Disney and from the Japan trip.
do. Yeah, we
Yeah.
are too.
Yeah, we are indeed. Bernie's here. G'day, Bernie and Corinne from Sydney.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Good to have you in the chat tonight. Beck is here as well.
Hey, Beck.
Checked
nice
in
to
for your
see
first
you.
cruise of the season today. Voyager of the Seas, I'm guessing, which I can't believe I missed last night.
Oh,
I know. I haven't
Oh,
done our
whoops.
check-in yet, so I need to get on and do our check-in after this live stream.
okay.
Always,
Aw,
Les
thanks,
always enjoys
Les.
it. You know, mate. Love it.
Sending love.
And from Brisbane as well, hometown.
Bris Vegasite. Bris
Yes.
Vegasite?
Bris
That's not
Vegas.
even a
What the heck?
word.
What the heck is a Bris Vegasite? Okay. Who have we got here? We've got Steve and Susie here.
Nice.
Deb thinks, Susie thinks Deb's so lovely.
Always love that.
I think you're lovely too.
Oh, thanks.
I do. Well, I married you.
I hope so.
The Mauries are here. G'day, everyone. Mauries, got you on board with
Hey.
us. Paul M is here from New Zealand. Exciting news for New Zealand today. We're going to cover off on that very soon.
Indeed.
Linda C is here
Hey,
with
guys.
Dylan as well. Jilly Bean is watching from Goonellabah.
Oh, where is
Goonellabah.
that?
Where is Goonellabah?
I actually don't know that
I
one.
don't know.
Ooh,
Goonellabah.
please tell us.
Yes. We've got our good friend Amy from the
Hey,
Cruise
Amy
Craze
and Pete.
fam as well. Trina is on
Hey,
board.
Tina.
G'day, Tina. Good to see you. Butlins, Bradley says, has done 9 cruises, 1 next year and then 1 in 2027.
Nice. Good job.
Doing well. And what do we got? Ooh, booked Celebrity Edge for 27. Any tips for drinks package and Wi-Fi? With Celebrity Edge, I reckon book them. You can get some good packages when you book at the time, like you book all that as one package. So if you're going through a TA, have a chat to your travel agent about that. Cruise fam, Pete from the Cruise fam is here and says
thanks,
hello to
Pete.
everyone, and thanks us also on the 2,000 subs. We've got Rowan and Noni
Hey guys,
on
look
board
forward to
with
seeing
us.
you soon.
Who else we got? Cruising Tea Ladies are here.
Hey,
G'day, Cruising
guys.
Tea Ladies. Brad is here
Good
as well. Good evening,
evening.
Bradley. Rhonda D is here. We've got
Nice to
Frank
see you.
here from Emerald in Queensland. G'day, Frank and Sharon.
Hi.
Mike is on board.
Good evening.
Joe Cruz 25
gosh.
is here. Scylla is here. And we've got Joe as well, waiting for Sean to go live, but thought he'd drop in and say hello. G'day.
Always appreciate that.
Thanks, Joe. And say g'day to Sean. Maybe he will run a bit late and we'll get into his, or vice versa.
We'll see how we go.
All
right,
Gunavella
okay.
is between Lismore and Ballina and all of New South Wales.
Ah.
Okay, there you go.
And look, we've travelled down that way
Yeah, I haven't been down that way for a
previously,
little while.
but
So
you never come across it. So thank you for joining.
thank you. Indeed.
All right. I think there's lots of people joining tonight.
Yeah, there is plenty. And one of the things we've been commenting on in the last few weeks is how many new people we're starting to see
Love
jump
it.
into the live chat. So thank you very
So
much for
nice.
joining us. We love it. We really appreciate this community that we are building up here on the channel. And it's one of the reasons why we love doing these live streams.
100%.
Let's get into a screen share, Deb, and bring up the first thing we want to talk about tonight, because it is kind of an exciting thing, right?
Yeah.
It is. And thank you to everyone last week that when I was flying solo with Deb going and living it up in the aquarium
living
in
it up.
Melbourne, that joined the live stream, but also then I put the call out. I said, if you're watching the live stream, because we hit the 2,000 subscribers during that, I said,
Sad I missed
jump on and like do a selfie and post it on the Facebook page in the comments section. And so many of you,
Here
quite
are
a
some
number
of
of you
them.
did it.
Yeah.
So bit of a, hang on, I've got Noni and Rowan are covered a little bit there, but here's some of the photos from last week. So we've got Rhonda D, David F, Beck D, Darren G, Danny R, and I'm sorry, I don't know who the extra is there, Danny. The +1, but hello to +1, and also Noni and Rowan. So
Mind you, Matt, I did a selfie with a shark in the background and it's not on there.
no, but no, sorry.
Don't count.
I do love you. But not only did we crack 2,000 subscribers last week, we also cracked 375,000 views on the
Thank you
channel.
guys so much. Like, actually, we are two little suburban Brisbaneites that, just this is literally just something that we do because we love, just bringing this information to people to help them. And to crack that's actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
So very much lots of love to you all for this.
Definitely, indeed. And Les points out here during the live show, remember Les jumping on and or getting Danny to subscribe. So
appreciate that.
That's awesome. So we do appreciate that. And it has blown us away. We've been talking about this together all week. So
yeah, we have indeed.
Definitely.
No, we love all you guys.
Yep. Thank you for all your support.
100%.
Deb, we're going to get into your weekly cruise tip.
All right. So sorry I missed a tip last week, but I thought today's tip was very fitting leading into our cruise tomorrow. So we are cruising out of Sydney on Friday. And my biggest tip right now is about making sure you potentially get to your port destination a day before. So before I continue the story, I want to get people's comments in the chat below. Have you missed your cruise, or have you come close to missing your cruise because of a delay in getting to your port? So we did have one this year, last year, whenever it was, that we were meant to be up at 4 a.m. And it was actually a surprise for Noah. We hadn't even told him. And we were meant to get up at 4 a.m. We needed to be at the airport at 6, on a plane at 7. I woke up at 6:30, I think it might have been. Absolute panic that we'd obviously missed our flight. We were so lucky that Virgin had other flights that they could get us on. I think we were on a 9 o'clock flight in the end. But my biggest tip is if you're going to cruise out of a port that is not your home port, go the day before. It's just worth it for the chances that you're going to miss. I mean, there's lots of things. I mean, I've seen people who are even driving and I've seen people say like, there was crashes. There was a 3-hour delay in getting there. So 100% just try and go the day before if you can. I know it's a little bit more of an expense, which we don't love, of course, and nobody does, but it's worth it because I don't want to miss my cruise.
Yeah, and as Rob and Al point out here, unfortunately, some people missed the cruise from Brisbane this morning because flights were delayed, and that's because of morning fog in other cities and in Brisbane and things like that. So flights get delayed getting in or getting out. So definitely, it is a big risk to do.
Yeah, we don't do it anymore.
Look, and we have done it in the past though. Look, we have done it going to Sydney. Part of the reason we've done it going to Sydney before has been, not just on the occasion you talk about, but is the fact that there are so many additional flights to Sydney. Like you've got 3 airlines every hour from Brisbane to Sydney. So if something goes wrong, there's a fair bit of redundancy.
There is, but if those flights are full,
and this is what's starting to happen. There is such a large, like there is so few seats on the day free now when you cruise that it is really it's a risk. And we decided that was the point where that was on us having a sleeping in. But when we were trying to go, well, let's get another flight. There was literally nothing available. So we had big issues and we won't do it anymore.
Hence we get on a cruise on Friday out of Sydney and we are flying tomorrow night. Yes.
So Amy says way too anxious to fly on the day. Noni says they're breaking the rule this week. They could only get a flight arriving at 11 p.m. Super expensive to stay for some reason. Yeah, Sydney this weekend is
we have the same.
Expensive. Yeah, we unbelievable. I think I touched on it last week. We're paying nearly $300 for one night at the Voyage at the Rock.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say about Sydney as well, I don't like being on the last flight into Sydney because of the noise curfew stuff. It doesn't happen often. It rarely happens these days, but it is always if something goes wrong and there's a delay to your flight, it's very easy to get bumped in Sydney. At least at the moment, once Sydney, the Western Sydney airport opens, there will be no flight restrictions there, like there are no flight restrictions in Brisbane and Melbourne. So that kind of might provide some buffer. But yeah, very, very tricky. That says Sydney hotels are expensive. It just adds to the cost for us for those not in Sydney and Brisbane. It really does.
Yeah.
That's us. Are we going on the Rock the Boat cruise? No, we are not booked on that at the moment. We're starting to fill out the 26 itinerary, and we'll talk a bit more about that in a few weeks. Ron's asking, are we on the Facebook page for this weekend's cruise? I did make a post in it last week for newbies to watch your videos from Anthem and Eden. Hopefully it lifts the YouTube channel views. Oh, thanks, Ron. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I literally half an hour ago, I went, I wonder if there's actually a cruise group. I don't know why I've missed it.
We've been a bit slack with Facebook cruise groups this year.
I just did. But no, I am now. So I'll go and have a look at that after. Thank you, though.
Yes. Where are we? Wyatt is here. It's good. Glad you made it, Wyatt. G'day. And I saw somebody else had jumped in. Jebediah's here. G'day, Jebediah.
Thank you so much.
And
it's nice to be back.
Tony and Karen are on board and in the live chat as well. Beck says she almost missed Quantum in March because of the cyclone. Woke up and we were flooded in. Luckily, the water went down as quick as it came up and we hightailed it out of here.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah. We had, what was the cruise?
We had, our Quantum one was cancelled.
Our Quantum one was cancelled.
In March.
Was it the Encounter one
like the weekend before where the flooding was on the way out to the cruise terminal.
Oh, I can't remember the actual date, but yeah, we barely got through to get to the terminal because of the flooding.
But yeah, the roads were actually flooding on
Mm.
the way out to the cruise
Yeah.
terminal. So that was crazy. Chrissy says, we're only 1 hour drive to the port, but I always plan to leave by 8 a.m. I'd rather be sitting around the port hours early.
100%.
Yep, 100%, totally agree. Yeah, we always love to get out there really early. Rob and Al, like Deb will know this, like we've been on cruises where Rob and Al are going to be on it before, and you know, I get really anxious because Rob's like, yeah, no, we'll probably leave at like 10 or 11 and you know, we'll be out there about midday, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, what? Huh? They're not going to make it. There's like still 2 or 3 hours until the cruise. But for me, we're usually always out there about 9:30 at the latest. That's
and we don't mind just standing around. It's absolutely fine.
Rowan says Melbourne Cup next Tuesday, so flights would be more expensive coming here Monday night and Tuesday too. Very true.
Yeah.
Alison, g'day Alison, welcome on board. I missed my last cruise November 2018 on Ovation. My flight was delayed 6 hours due to bad weather in Sydney. Ovation was just leaving as I got there and got on in Auckland instead.
Oh, see, it's so sad.
That is sad. But she was able to get on the ship.
Yeah, I know. But just the fact that you got to miss those, that would have been at least a couple of days.
Imagine if you were on that northern approach and you're looking out the window.
Oh no, that's horrible.
That would be, really quite sad.
Oh.
Glad you managed to get back on though.
Yeah.
Noni says we got an offer to change our flight home if we were flexible to take a different flight. Obviously not changing it, but lots of demand for people coming down to Melbourne. Yes, can imagine there would be with the Melbourne Cup next week. Ellen is on board with us as well from Kitchener Island. Your cough's contagious. And Frank says that they have Celebrity Edge booked in October 26th. Definitely getting in the day before.
Yeah.
Makes
so
sense.
Anyway, that's my tip for this week.
That's your tip for this week?
Yep, 100%. I'll let you move on into, unless there's anything else you want
Let's
to.
have a look. Let's catch up on a bit of the chat.
All right. Catching.
Take a sip of your wine, Deb.
I will. Thank you.
Cassie says there are a few Halloween parties going on in Sydney this weekend, which may be why it's more expensive, quite possibly. Flying to Sydney in 3 weeks from Brisbane, same day as Crown Cruise to come back to Brisbane. Fingers crossed.
Crossing them for you.
Good luck with that. I would just hopefully you are on one of the earlier flights, like as early as possible, if you are going to do it, and just really keep an eye on that weather. We actually, speaking of, we normally will get the train to Circular Quay.
Mm-hmm.
We've decided not to do that this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We've decided, and we've got the taxi before. We found taxis work at about that, $65 to $85 mark is generally what we've paid for, and which when it's $20 per person. If we've got Noah, for example, it's $60 to get the train into Circular Quay from the airport. So when we've got Noah, sometimes we will taxi it in. Depends on the time of day that we're arriving in Sydney and things. But we've actually done that this week, and we booked our accommodation with Booking.com, and it gave us an option to pre-book our cruise. Our taxi. And so it ended up costing us $60 something. And it's basically a chauffeured sedan. Driver will be
flat rate.
Will meet us at the baggage carousel. Direct us out to the car afterwards. $67 from the airport. So we're getting in a bit later in the evening. We kind of wanted to just express straight through to where we're staying. So that was not a bad deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Butland's Brothers, Brisbane roads to the terminal are shocking. Our cruise was late leaving due to flooded roads. Yes. Rowan says, reminds us, does it take long to get to the train station at Sydney Airport once you've got your bags? We get in at 7:30 Friday. We'll have plenty of time to spare.
No, it is such a quick walk.
If your flight arrives at 7:30, you'll be at Circular Quay by 9.
I would say, Rowan, jump on. We actually did the video of the Sydney airport transfers. So you took the bus, I took the train.
Yeah, but that was to the international terminal.
Oh, sorry, wrong video.
Wrong video.
What is that? Beep,
No.
beep,
Yeah, reverse.
beep, beep.
Reverse. Back up.
Ignore me.
Yeah, but we have covered it. We have covered it a little bit before. But yeah, 7:30. If you're getting in at 7:30 on Friday morning, if you're going to catch the train by 9 o'clock, you'll be at Circular Quay.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Mark Oliver is on board from Anthem. Mark, we will be getting on Anthem on Friday. Super excited for that.
Thank you for taking the time to jump into this while you're on board.
We are so looking forward to getting on Anthem. And
we've had so many messages from people that are on Anthem at the moment talking to us. It's been really cool, actually, this last 18 days of these people.
Yeah.
We've had quite a lot of you, which has been nice.
Yes, we are super looking forward to getting on.
Hope you've enjoyed your Trans-Pacific cruise.
Yeah, you'll be having your back to Australia party, I imagine, with the balloon drop.
The balloon drop.
Probably tomorrow night, I would imagine. So enjoy that. That was one of the highlights.
We love that.
That was actually there was something, we did a couple of balloon drops on that Trans-Pacific cruise last year, but that last one, that green and gold coming to Australia.
Very cool.
That was very cool. It was a lot of fun.
And there was lots of Australian anthems
there were
being sung. It was very cool.
Michael and Emily from your poon. Hello.
Hello, my good friend Em.
You've known her. She's probably your longest friend.
Was my best friend at high school. So I've known Em for a very long time, but so good to see you guys.
Yes. All right. Jebediah says, I've done all Carnival Pinot shits. What would you recommend next out of Royal Caribbean? We love Royal Caribbean. Celebrity. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. It really depends on what you're looking for. But Royal Caribbean, you've got to have a choice this season between a Voyager class ship with Voyager of the Seas here in Brisbane, and then you're also going to have Anthem of the Seas, a Quantum class ship out of Sydney.
We're going to do Voyager for the first time in December.
Yep.
So we'll obviously, do some videos on that one and let you know what we thought of Voyager. But Quantum class, we absolutely love.
Yeah. Look, we haven't sailed on Celebrity either yet.
No.
Rob and Ali have, Amy and the Pete from the Cruise Craze Fam have. So do check out their videos on that. I guess it really depends what you're looking for. There's a lot of activities to do on both, but there's also lots of space on both. So we've also got Celebrity Solstice. I think is going to be starting to make some appearances back in Australia again in the coming cruise season. So definitely check them out.
All right, let's answer these couple of questions, and then we might move into our cruise news.
Jilly Bean asks, what the depart time for Encounter in Singapore is 11 p.m. What would be the boarding time? Boarding time will be determined when you go to do your check-in online. So they'll have a boarding window. If it's an 11 p.m.
I would assume 6.
Yeah, you're probably going to have somewhere from that like 4 to 7, 4 to 8 p.m. sort of a 4-hour window, roughly, to do all your check-ins and that. It could be a bit more than that. But 11 p.m. Look, if it was me, I would be trying to get on to the ship as soon as I could, because being able to then get out onto the decks and watch the Singapore skyline at night.
So good.
As you get to see the, the gardens by the bay lighting up, doing all the nightly light shows that it does. And
even would be even better if you depart on a Friday when they do the fireworks at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So
that was brilliant.
So look, really what I would be doing, Jilly Bean, is checking out, like as soon as you know, like check those times, because there is a lot to do in Singapore and a lot to see at night. And if you can even get your bag drop done and then maybe go and look at some of those sites in the evening for a little bit before you get on board, 11 p.m. that's a great time to be able to sail out of Singapore.
Yeah, we sailed out at night. It was beautiful. On Anthem.
Amy says, that's why we stay near the airport and often catch a train from Mascot rather than airport to save dollars.
Yeah, I mean, we normally do the same. As you know, we have stayed at the airport quite a few times. There's some video reviews that we've done of rooms out at some of the airport hotels.
Yeah.
But the price differential just wasn't there to make
Not
it
this
worthwhile.
one.
And what we're kind of hoping as well is that if the weather holds, it's not looking great at the moment, but if it holds, I'm actually going to go down and live stream the ship coming in on Friday morning.
You are?
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you to get up that early.
Good job, Matt. Good job.
We'll see how we go. We'll see what the weather's doing. Stay tuned to the socials.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. Yes,
Amy also
please
reminds
do.
everyone, please hit the like button for this stream. Okay.
All right, Matt, do you want to move into some of your news?
All right, let's move into some of the news. Let's bring
Thank you for all the questions and comments. We
And
will go back and read
we'll
those,
get
but
back into some more.
otherwise we won't get into any of this stuff.
We will get into some more soon. Let me turn off this chat. All right, so cruise news this week.
There's been a bit, Matt, hasn't there?
Cruise news today.
Oh, yeah.
Cruise news today. Let's just go with cruise news today because Carnival has announced their 27-28 season, and we have over 200 cruises announced across 4 ships.
And very exciting that they are now looking at Adelaide, Melbourne, Auckland, Brisbane, Sydney, and Asia.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm actually really intrigued to have a look at those Adelaide ones because we've never cruised out of Adelaide before. There has been ones to Auckland in the past, but no, I'm very excited for those. Matt, when are they? Do you have a slide about when those ones are going to be?
Yep. So let's dive into this. So we've got Auckland, May 27. So you'll remember a few weeks ago, we actually discussed this in another video, like where the heck was
this is
Adventure
true. We
going?
did, yeah.
Right? So the big thing is Carnival Adventure's taking on a bit of the old Pacific Explorer kind of role, and it's going to become a bit more of a mobile ship in the fleet. So where Pacific Explorer used to go and do those short, 4, 5, 6 weeks in different ports, Carnival Adventure is now going to do that. So Auckland, May to July 2027.
Very cool.
You're going to have 4-night itineraries that are going to go to Norfolk Island. That's really exciting. I would love to go and do that. That's going to go onto our list for 2027.
Oh, absolutely.
We've also got longer 9 and 10-night journeys that are going to go to Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia. So there's 9 departures in total out of New Zealand. And then there's a 4-night one-way voyage that comes back to Sydney.
Oh, that's very exciting.
So, yes, if we could go and do one of those Norfolk Island ones, darling, that would
Let's
be lovely.
have a look at our 27 agenda.
That's already starting to fill up. We'll be a bit more efficient with our bookings for that.
We say that.
Melbourne, as we have already uncovered as well, but we've covered it. I think everyone's covered it. Amy's uncovered it. Adrian's covered it as well. January, February 28. I will caveat, we have also seen on the cruise schedules January 29 for Adventure in Melbourne as well. But today's announcement, mostly it's a mix of 2 and 3 night getaways. There's also some 4-night ones over to Kangaroo Island. So there's 8 departures in total out of Melbourne.
Very cool.
And then there's a 2-nighter where it flicks around over to Adelaide at the end of Feb. Then you've got Adelaide. So again, we're filling in some of the space where we couldn't figure out why was it in Melbourne and then there were these gaps.
Yeah.
So you got 2, 4, and 5-night departures. Some of the itineraries are going to be to Kangaroo Island and also include Port Lincoln. Others will just be 2 and 3-night getaway cruises, so just out to sea cruises.
And I think we are potentially on one of those Kangaroo Island.
No, we're not.
Cruises in 27.
Oh, in 27.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, out of Melbourne.
Yes. But we're going to Kangaroo Island.
And Port Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yep. That's for the unofficial Aussie Creators Cruise, which is
Content Creators Cruise.
Content Creators Cruise.
Yes.
Which is also going to be birthday celebration, Amy, Ali, and
Deb are all celebrating.
I came in the last.
All celebrating birthdays around that time. Amy's is on board during that event. So yeah, and then Sydney will remain year round. You've got one thing to note here is there will be a reduction in Sydney cruise capacity now because Carnival Adventure and Carnival, like Splendor, will remain all year round. Adventure will be obviously going off to do stuff at other ports. So it does include 2 5-night getaways and then longer 9, 10, and 14-night sailings. You've got Moreton Islands in there, Phillip Island, Eden, Tasmania, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, Great Barrier Reef. There's also the 12 nights to Fiji in the South Pacific and the 14-night Mutiny of the Bounty and Fiji sailings.
Yeah, very cool.
So a lot of variety there. Carnival in Brisbane will be, you'll have your 3-night getaway cruises, your 4-night early cruises, the 6 and 7-night Great Barrier Reef cruises. Then you got your South Pacific cruises and also 14-night Mutiny of the Bounty
So is
and
this still going to
Fiji
be
plus 10-night PNG cruises.
Will this still be Encounter and Luminosa?
Encounter in Brisbane, Luminosa will pop in as well to do a period of time here. There's also a brand new Brisbane to Tasmania 9-night itinerary.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that one.
Yep.
We love
like that.
Tasmania.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that'd be one to do.
100%.
Okay, so yeah.
Do we want to just jump into some any comments before we move to our next news?
Let's jump into some comments. Where are we going? Dylan and I get on board Anthem on the day you guys disembark on the 3rd. Oh, well, Linda, we may pass you at Circular Quay. We'll keep an eye out and say g'day. Simon is on board. G'day,
Hey,
Simon. Deb would love being showered in balloons. We all love
No. Sorry. I have an absolute fear of balloons.
Is that why you were like up the back
I don't do balloons.
when we were on that? There's some footage from, you go and have a look at our last night vlog from the Trans-Pacific cruise last year, and you see like Deb's filming from all the way up the back, and I'm down in
I
it.
do not do balloons. So shower me with lots of other things, but not balloons.
Mark says it's been relaxing, loved it. Only downer was we didn't get off in New Zealand due to weather.
Oh, shame.
Had heard about the weather being a bit rough and preventing the New Zealand stop.
You did that one?
Did that one. Liz says, I mean, the new changes to the loyalty program, wouldn't mind cruising with Celebrity. Yes, and we're going to dive into those new changes in a moment. Princess Polly, hi, lovelies. Just watch your 80s cruises. You're all having dinner with Rob and Ali. Thanks for the info regarding cruising.
We had dinner twice with Rob and Al.
On that one, we did,
cruise, and so much fun.
We love catching up with those guys. We love catching up with the cruise creator community.
Yeah.
We caught up with oh my gosh, Richard from the Boozy Cruiser channel on that cruise for some drinks that afternoon. Yeah. Obviously, earlier in the year we caught up with Pete and Amy.
Yeah, we love it. Like
on Crown.
If anyone is ever questioning, are we all here battling against each other for views? No, nothing like that.
We love it.
Yeah, we're literally all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. All supporting.
Oscar asks, have we ever heard of Sid Squad? Certainly do have heard of them, Oscar, and I quite often when I'm working here in the studio at night, if I'm editing the screens behind me over here, we'll have the live streams from Sydney Airport and from the Sid Squad. We also, and if it's not the Sydney live stream, it'll be the Brisbane live stream with with Julia and her crew as well. So, yeah, quite often we do that.
Mm-hmm.
Amy asks, are we going on adventure for the last 80 cruise? No, this time of the year is absolute chaos for us.
Yeah.
So we're
really sad. Like we really wanted to try and make it work, but I don't think we can.
We couldn't.
And it's now sold out, isn't it?
Yes. But some very, very fun people are going on that cruise. I'm not sure if they've announced that to the world yet. If they haven't, they can let you know in the chat because they are in the chat.
Only really, Mark says
Oh.
on the Trans-Pacific, they only really had the 5 to 6 metre waves, very windy, but a lot better now. Yeah, it was funny, we had the same thing. It wasn't until we got to New Zealand that we kind of had that weather towards the end. Otherwise, it was pretty much crazy sailing the whole time. Where are we? Princess Polyhouse says, I'm a smoker. Just a random question. I know you're not smokers or vapors. However, are there smoking areas on the on a cruise ship? Yes, there are smoking areas on cruise ships.
Generally, there's two, depending on which ship you're going on. There's generally one of the higher decks, and then there's generally around that 5 to 7. There might be one side of the ship that does have the smoking areas. So once you jump on board, or even beforehand, you can look that information up. Otherwise, let us know and we might be able to answer the question for you.
Dust says they're keen to go to Kangaroo Island, departing from Melbourne.
Good idea.
Noni says she'd love to do the Norfolk Island. Amy, for the cruise says, I hope it becomes more like Explorer with more sailings and longer itineraries. Yeah, well, as we saw in that, there are some longer itineraries, particularly out of Auckland. So, yeah, it would be interesting to see. And look, the really cool thing about this is we've all been a bit concerned the last couple of years about, what's happening with cruising. Australian cruising is sort of, really pulling back. This is Carnival commuting.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
And we've also seen Princess announced they're going to be doing some home porting for a brief period out of Fremantle.
Yep.
So yeah, like super exciting.
Yeah, I think that the whole cruise companies are all realizing that the Australian market is a lucrative one and that they need to be part of it.
Yep, indeed. And not just Brisbane and Sydney.
No, correct.
Kathy says she is watching from Adelaide and has booked a cruise from her home port today.
Very exciting.
That is very exciting. Christine says, does this mean Sydney will be losing adventure? No, it's not losing adventure. It's just limited in terms of how much time it will be there now.
I want to, Noni, what date in March?
Yeah, Noni's birthday's in March too. Oh, there you go.
There's a lot of us in March, so let us know.
This party's getting bigger and bigger.
It is getting bigger.
Chris Fam has a fan in Princess Polly.
Very cool.
How many of the Melbourne ones have you already booked? Yeah, good question. Hasn't booked any yet. Haven't even had time to properly look at the itineraries.
Oh, chop, Amy. Come on.
Come on, Amy. What are you doing? Wendy says it's exciting to see Carnival putting all those cruises for 27, 28 for everybody from interstate and New Zealand. So happy everyone will get to sail outside of Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Yes, we all are. Mr. Gummy, Gumnut 68. Mr. Gumnut 68 is here.
Nice to see
you. Is there anything in the balloons? I heard some have prize cards, but someone else said they don't. No,
not on the ones we did.
Yeah,
but who knows if you got different chips.
Veronica says she'd love to do the PNG cruise. They're now with Carnival, but the Norfolk Island one sounds so cool. Looks like even more cruisy for us. Great to hear.
I want to have a go at Wyatt. Stop laughing at me, Wyatt. Christine, pull him in a line.
Well, I chase you around the house with balloons sometimes too. So
no, you would be evicted if you did that.
Emily and Michael say they're keen to do some more small cruises on weekends, just the adults. Yeah, look, we love it.
I understand.
We do really enjoy, and that's one of the things for us, those just, 3-night getaway cruises where we can just decompress.
Yeah.
Get away from.
We take Noah on our longer ones.
Yeah.
And look, he comes on some of the shorter ones, depending what they are, but we do like to throw in those ones every now and then. And look, your kids are getting older now, Em. You can do this.
Yeah, you can. Butland says, do you think you'll do the Tasmanian cruise? It would be great to meet you both. Possibly. We'll have to sit down and look at all.
100%.
Now that the release is here, and we're obviously waiting for the Royal Caribbean itineraries to come out for 27 as well. Yes, but we will get there. We'll scroll down a little bit. Tony says, did you enjoy your shots on board
Were they with it? Or maybe I've missed something.
What's a bird? We are there with it. I'm not sure, Tony.
Oh, we're there with it. Oh.
Oh.
No, they were the ones back on Creon, maybe?
Yeah.
No, we enjoyed them. We actually had some really nice photos.
Do you mean the photos?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
I
guessing,
was sitting there thinking about like shots.
Oh, the shots on board. Is that from the video the other night that went up and I was doing those carnival shots?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many avenues we could go down with that comment, Tony. But the baby splice, yes.
Baby splice, do, baby splice, do.
Stop. If you haven't seen that video, it was an absolute crack up.
It was.
That was day 2 on Carnival 80s cruise.
Why? I just saw a question from Wyatt that there it is. Asks if you're afraid of party poppers.
No, I'm not. I feel like I'm talking to a child. I am. Sorry, Wyatt.
You are a child sometimes. Not Wyatt, you.
Wyatt's having a go at me.
No, he's not.
Wyatt, I'm watching you.
Joe Cruz 25 says, do you know if a hot water bottle is allowed on Carnival Encounter? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't see why it wouldn't be.
No, because you've got kettles.
No, not in Carnival.
Oh, no, not in Carnival Encounter, you don't.
No, you'd have to ask like room service a bottle of hot water or get it from
Obviously,
the tap.
if you bring it on empty, they're not probably going to question it. So you would just have to go and get it filled.
Yeah, if anyone's had any experience and you can help Joe, jump into the comments section and see if you can provide some assistance. Never really thought about hot water bottle on a cruise.
No.
Alan says had done PNG with P&O and was not a fan. Yeah, I've had mixed feedback on PNG cruises.
But I guess, was that the ship or was that the destination is what was the problem on that one?
Glenn asks, I've never cruised with Royal before. Once you've booked, what can you organise prepay for in the booking area? Can you preload cash? Okay, to preload cash, you actually need to call up and you do that over the phone. But pretty much everything else, whether it's shore tours, dining packages, one-off specialty dining, ships tours, drinks packages, experiences, you can
everything can be booked
you book
pre
on the app. And the great thing is, you when you're on there and you're from Australia and you book through the Australian website, everything will come up in Australian dollars too. So you'll know in Australian dollars what you're paying. You're not having to do the mental arithmetic and gymnastics to calculate that. Amy, her birthday is 25th of March, so she's joining the March Club. Wow, there is a lot of people in March. Okay, guys, seriously, the unofficial Aussie Cruise Content Creators Cruise, you need to get onto that because it's going to be a big party.
You do.
What are we going to do?
All right, I'm going on to Christine.
I
understand, Christine. I'm just mum. I get it. But he's got that sense of humor, just like Noah, and I love it. Like I get the giggle because it's exactly what my boy would do to me.
True.
He's a champion.
Linda asks, Isle Pines or Champagne Bay and any of those itineraries. I haven't done the deep dive yet, admittedly, into
both of those places are so beautiful, and they used to include them in a lot of cruises. Like I've done both of those. Like this is 15, 20 years ago. But you don't see them so much anymore, which is a shame.
I when we were in Vanuatu on New Year's, I was talking to one of the tour guides that we had when I took mum and dad on the choo-choo train tour.
In Namia.
They were explaining that the ships don't go there because the local chiefs or heads of the islands had concerns about it and environmental factors and things. So that's why you don't see like Champagne Bay. You see the docking now is at Luganville, and then you overland up to Champagne Bay.
Such beautiful
Like
places, though. What a shame.
Reese says encounter out of Singapore is not having Blanc de Blanc on the way back to Australia, but Blanc is back when in Australia. I suspect that might be to do with licensing, quite possibly. So one of the things with these shows, these licensed branded shows, is that
they'll have licensing for particular territories.
Mhm.
And I would say they have had Blanc de Blanc licensed for cruise ship operations in Australia and the South Pacific, but maybe not in Asia.
Yeah.
So there could also be censorship issues, obviously a bit more conservative up through Asia. So there may be some censorship issues with that as well.
All right, Matt, do you want to move on to your next bit of news?
Next bit of cruise news. Let's get into some more cruise news. Okay, so let's get along. Royal. Wow, this is cool. Now, you'll remember a couple of weeks ago, we covered off in one of the live streams a couple of highlights from the President's Cruise with Royal Caribbean. Michael Bailey made a bit of and we highlighted that, a bit of a cheeky comment, having a stab at Carnival for all their trouble this year. And he also hinted that some big things were coming for the rewards programs within the Carnival group, particularly after somebody asked the question about being able to not just have status match, but transfer points between, and how could we get to one platform? Well, we're kind of moving that way.
We are.
Royal Caribbean have introduced the points choice program, and more details about this will come out in the new year. But in essence,
so it's looking at taking off in the new year.
Yeah, so nothing. These changes won't apply to points earned before the new program comes into play. But basically, it's an enhancement to the existing programs, and it will allow members to have additional control over how they redeem and use their loyalty points across the 3 brands. So no change to the existing benefits. That's really important. All the current tier benefits remain intact, including the status matching. So the status matching will remain as is. So if you're a gold member, you get classic with Crown and Anchor Society. You get the classic membership in Captain's Club or the one Venetian Society Day with Silver Sea. Getting a diamond, for example, that matches to Elite, matches to 250 Venetian Society Days. But what it means now is for us who are regular Royal Caribbean cruisers, if we do a one-off cruise once every couple of years on Celebrity and then maybe once every decade, because that's probably the only time we could afford it on Silver Sea, rather than accumulating points in those programs, we can actually direct those points straight into our Crown and Anchor. Now, the benefit is we can move up the Crown and Anchor ladder quicker, but we will then still get the reciprocal benefit across the other cruise lines when we do cruise with them.
So it took me a little bit to get my head around this, and people may be the same or you may not be as me, but what it basically means is that, so we're Royal Caribbean regular cruises, I would say. You know, so say we are on, let's just, for an example, say we're on Diamond right now. If we go and do a Celebrity cruise, which we are only going to do every 3 years, we are much better off grabbing those points off that ship and moving them over to Royal, so then maybe we go up to Diamond Plus. So it did take me a little bit to get my head around it, but that's basically what it means. If you're a Silver Sea cruiser and you go on a Royal Caribbean, grab those points and transfer them over to Silver Sea. So there'll be more information that will come out, but that's basically the logistics of it.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot more details that will get announced as we get into the early part of 26, and looks like this program will kick off in 2026.
Yep.
There will probably be like an exchange rate for those points. So probably, if you imagine it similar to having a credit card and that earns points, and then you transfer those points to your frequent flyer program or your Flybuys points and you transfer them to your frequent flyer program. It's generally not a 1-for-1. It's like, like one Flybuys point equals like 0.75 velocity points or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It'll be I imagine it's going to be pretty similar to that, but super exciting all the same. This is what like cruise loyalty looks like. This allows people to spread out the demand for loyalty perks across an entire group of cruise
A little
lines
bit different.
rather than
ships.
just, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So really excited to see this happening. Funnily enough, this announcement's happened at the same time as, Carnival Cruise Line is sending out letters for particular cruises in the US at the moment where there's too many, diamond and platinum members and they can't provide the perks. So, kudos to Royal Caribbean. Their loyalty programs are only getting better and better. Really, really excited for that. Now, staying with Royal Caribbean, let's get into another little bit of cruise news. A couple of bits of cruise news. So Royal Caribbean have just done their Q3 earnings call, and so a lot of news is coming. That's why there's a lot from them today. The Ultimate Santorini Day. So there's a Ultimate Day Beach Club opening in the Mediterranean. A couple of concept images that they've put here for people to see.
Looks very nice.
Yeah, so you can go and cruise in the Mediterranean with Royal Caribbean and go and have like a perfect day experience. And part of this is Royal Caribbean's way of sort of also acknowledging a little bit that, in Europe, there is a lot of controversy and conflict at the moment between cruise lines and local communities around how they turn up with so many people and there's overcrowding and all these sorts of things. So this is kind of a way to deliver people, filter them out into those tourism opportunities, but at the same time also provide an alternative where it might limit some of that demand a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, look, I think it's actually really nice to have that opportunity in different locations. I think leading into probably the next point, though.
Well, yeah, I think the really interesting thing is, it's, as I said, it's about dispersing the visitors across 3 arrival points, allowing more efficient access and that. So, yeah, really good. But, yeah, you're about to get to something. I was reading the press release for this and went, oh, you got to be kidding me, right? Could not believe this next bit. Hidden down the very bottom.
So, Lullaby has been delayed yet again. So the plan was it was going to be 26-27. Now we are seeing that it's potentially going to be delayed until 2028. So this is the perfect day at Lullaby. It's the South Pacific's version. If you haven't heard about it, we have done quite a few videos on it already, but it is going to be that destination island where they're going to have all the activities, a little bit similar to Coco Cay, in the US, if you've seen that one. But yeah, no, it's been delayed. Yeah. So
I am a bit shocked. It'd be interesting to dive in. I'm going to go and dive through and have a look more at the earnings calls, see if there is any further information about that. But really disappointing. Back in May, it was early 2027. Yay, woohoo.
They've obviously had issues.
And then it slipped at the last earnings call kind of to late 27 in the graphics that they're putting up. And now today's press release about Santorini is saying that it's going to be 2028.
Anyway, we'll see what we can find on that one.
Yep. Indeed. Deb, I am just going to say though, in terms of the cruise news that we have covered tonight, with Carnival announcing over 200 new cruises in Australia, for that 27-28 season and around the area, I think it's pretty great because that's going to give us an opportunity to actually get out and we'll need about that many cruises to film, shorts to catch up with, not only Rob and Al on their channel, the amount of videos they put out, but Amy and all her shorts. Holy moly.
Can't keep up with all of those shorts.
Oh my gosh. All the shorts, everything that Amy puts out is always good for a chuckle and a laugh. That's for sure.
100% it is.
Yeah. So anyway, I've been having a good laugh and looking at a lot of things. And to all the people that are giving Amy some hate and making horrible comments
and doing things like, and Amy addressed this in one of her posts recently, like, screw you, man. Screw you. I'm going to get a bit blunt about that. Like, seriously, we all do this for fun.
Absolutely. There's no need for hate.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Scroll on. Scroll on. It's easy.
That's
anyway,
it.
let's
All
get into some more comments.
Yeah.
We've got plenty. Hey, look, there's another one. 20th of March for Les and 1st of March for Danny. There is so many people.
Love it.
Beck is chatting. Don't know Carnival Joe, but I take a hot water boil on Royal and I've never had a problem. Good to know. Mr. Gumnut is 17th of March, 1 day off you.
St. Patrick's Day.
Looks like the unofficial content creators cruise will be a massive party. Limited cabins left though. Very true. Better get onto it if you're not booked already. Amy has put some shared some information again just recently on her YouTube. So jump on, book in.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Out of Melbourne, March 2027.
I didn't see when Noni was.
Did Noni mention?
Well, I was meant to. No.
Maybe you haven't got there yet.
I don't know. I've missed that comment. There's a lot of comments in here that we haven't got to.
Denise Hope says, our first cruise was Pacific Star in 07. Went to Pentecost Island where we saw land diving. Such a privilege. Wow.
Wow.
That would have been cool.
That's so cool.
Mm. Wendy says she's looking at the Bounty Cruise, Carnival Adventure, September 27. It's the one I wanted to do for ages. Yeah, I'd love to do that Bounty Cruise as well. It's a pretty cool itinerary. Which ships do you like? Luminosa or Encounter? Reason being, I've just been on the cruise site and one is cheaper than the other. I hope my comment makes sense.
Makes absolute sense, but we actually haven't done Luminosa.
No.
We do love Encounter, but we do hear great things about Luminosa, so I don't know whether you can particularly go wrong.
Yeah,
look, you've heard something different.
They're different. From what I understand, they are very different ships. Princess Polly, go and have a look at Rob and Ali's channel if you haven't already. Because they have done a number of videos on Luminosa.
Yeah, they have.
We were trying to get on this season. We just couldn't match up dates to get on. We will probably be on her, possibly next season. But yeah, Encounter is, we do enjoy Encounter.
It's a bit like home for us though.
One of the things I didn't really touch on in that cruise news update, Luminosa's got two or three itineraries through Asia as well in that 27-28 period. So might even be worth checking some of them out.
Yeah, very cool.
That's
cool.
Dessa remembers the land diving as well. Noni says, on Crown Anchor Group in the last week or so, people were reporting that they were able to have their celebrity points credited to Royal. So I was curious if this was going to be announced soon. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if they're getting confused with the status matching, but yeah, definitely it looks like it's something that's coming soon. All the reporting today and the quotes have been, it will be a from 2026 thing. The Woolies Rewards Program, we take these as Qantas points. Yep, good point. Robin Ali, that's always a good thing to do. Look at how you can upskill your points. We have our Flyboys points that convert.
Yep, we do.
I remember seeing land diving in Disneyland TV show as a kid in the 70s, so to see it in person was amazing. I miss all those lovely island locations we used to sail to. Yeah, and it is a bit of a challenge with some of the bigger ships now. I was actually talking to my dad. He was down from Harvey Bay on the weekend, and we went and had a lovely fish and chips afternoon. And we were talking, they're actually going to go on a cruise, and they're looking at Ponton and Coral. For some options for both across Northern Australia and then through the Pacific. So I get to see some of those things that get to locations we don't normally get to. Do you think it's a bit unfair that RC are focusing on the new ships, Coco Cay and now Santorini, but yet delay Lalapo even longer? I think it's a bit unfair for the Aussie cruisers. Look,
we don't know the reasons. We don't know the delays.
We don't know the reasons for the delays.
No.
I'm hopeful that it is going to be a hint at it could still be the 27-28 season that we see Lalapo. We don't know yet.
Not sure it's a Royal problem. There may be issues with the land and the owners and,
Yeah, it could still be island chief issues, village
100%.
issues. But I think as well, it may also be to do with fleet capacity because I really think that what Royal want to do is have year-round cruising when they open Lilliput. So I'm hoping they're working on fleet allocations as well. Yeah. So Jebediah says the delay is shattering. Yeah, it is. It is. I couldn't believe it, and it wasn't until I was read literally to the very, very last line of the Santorini press release from Royal Caribbean that I saw that and went, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!
Yeah.
Really, we've tucked this down the very bottom." Christine says that's sad. At this rate, feels like their 99-year lease will run out before it opens. I don't even know that they've got the lease finalised yet. I think that's been part of the problem. I think they got that finalised this year, but then there's construction. But as I said, I think this might be a bit more to do with fleet availability and fleet allocation than anything. I've mentioned before, I'm still working on my video that I want to release before the end of the year, which is my predictions for cruising in Australia in 2028, because I think 28 is the year. I really think 28 is the year that cruising in Australia is going to go absolutely bonkers. Amy says, not surprised. I don't think RCI are ready to have ships here year round yet. Well, I think they are to some extent. But it's about the fleet availability that's the big issue.
Yeah.
You have to, just a hint from Robin Alley here, the Woolies rewards, you have to elect to have the points converted to Qantas rewards. And they convert every 2,000 rewards point to 1,000 Qantas points. Okay. Noni's agreeing with the delay. Any cruise corporation status matching. Look, at the moment, really, there's only a couple that are doing it. I think, was it Norwegian announced recently they're going to do a bit of a similar thing with status matching. You've got MSC will allow, when you sign up to their program, you can do status matching from other cruise brands. I know that Rob and Alley have taken advantage of that and are doing so well. Just social silliness is what Amy said. It's social, like reels, shorts. It's all the same.
Absolutely.
I think it's the same.
All right, Matt, did you have any other news that you wanted to touch on?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know. Are we just going to get through these kind of comments? Is that kind of where we're at?
I don't know.
I was just checking
I'm
if
just
you had
checking for
anything else.
questions. Looking for questions. Linda says she loves Amy and the contract. Look, Amy's getting more love. Noni is the 4th of March.
Nice.
There you go. Amy for the Cruise Coast fam says Luminosa is good if you don't need the slides and water parks.
Good to know.
Good to know. Dasta says he prefers Splendor over Luminosa. Getting back to that. Going on Encounter on November 25th for daughters. Year 12 graduation gift.
Nice.
Very cool. Wyatt says, hey, Matt, if we meet on a cruise, I want to learn about live streaming. Wyatt, more than happy to help you with that. Subject to your mum saying yes, because live streaming's a funny thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, happy to help where I can, mate. If you ever got any questions, just send us a message. My kids weren't a fan of Lumi, but I'm curious to see what happens on its next dry dock. Rumours of big changes. Yeah, look, it would be interesting to see what happens to Luminosa when she does go to dry dock. Denise Hope says, we love Lumi for the thermal suites and always book Cloud 9 Spa cabin on her and Splendor, but Encounter is home for us Queenslanders, definitely agree.
Yeah.
And Rob and Ali agree with that too, and Christine agrees. Bernie says lack of tradies all working in Port Vila. Yeah, that is one of the struggles they are having at the moment. Earlier in the year, there was comments out of representatives of the PNG government, Vanuatu government, that they were going to start construction at the end of 25. And then there hasn't been, I've been following that, and there hasn't been any movement on that. So, because we were hoping to maybe go and visit the north part of the island when we're over there at New Year's, but sort of holding off on that for now.
Can I just quickly throw in tonight, just if anyone on this channel knows of anybody or you're in Jamaica, we just want to send out our absolute love and prayers and hope that everything is okay with you and your family during this time. So just, sorry, a bit of a sidebar. It's been absolutely traumatic today.
Yeah, they're
in
getting
Jamaica.
absolutely hammered over there.
Yeah.
And also, regards to the family of the poor woman that passed away up in North Queensland on the
Yes.
cruise excursion. As a lot of
Lots of conflicting
stories and
Yeah.
bits and pieces of information there. So we don't want to get too far into that, other than passing
Just
regards, prayers, and love
100%.
to the people impacted. Mr. Gumnut asks, how many ships need to use Lilliput to make it viable? Well, we did see, and we do know that Celebrity are also going to use the island.
Yes.
Something went up in the trade portal when the recent seasons were announced for Celebrity, where it actually showed Lilliput on the first day for about 3 hours in the trade portal, not on the public portal, and then it disappeared again. So Celebrity will use it. So you've got maybe one, maybe two ships there. Plus you've got a ship out of Brisbane, a ship out of Sydney. I can see that they will make it work, and if they get creative with itineraries
all year round,
and if they get get creative with itineraries as well, and start doing providing options where you can cruise out of Vanuatu back to Australia on it, or do like loops that way and do things, I think it could work.
Yeah.
Wyatt says wants to learn about chapters as well. Wyatt, send me a DM, mate, and or an email, and I'll give you some tips on that. I'm more than happy to do that. And if Christine, if you're happy, we'll even set up a like a Teams meeting or something with him, and we can all have a chat, and I can help him out. Jilly Bean says, I've been watching Anthem of the Seas cruises from Singapore. What ports did you stop at on the way home? Well, we were only in Singapore, so we cruised Singapore to Singapore, and we stopped in Penang and Phuket.
Yeah. So we just did Singapore to Singapore.
Yeah.
So it was only a 4-night cruise, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to go back and do that again, but do the 5 nights.
5-night overnighting in Phuket.
Yeah. So that we can do all the nighttime markets
100%.
at Patong Bay and stuff. So, Wyatt, just get your mum's help with that via Facebook Messenger, and either that or the email, and we can go from there.
All right. Is there anything else, Matt?
I don't know. Have you got any more questions? Let us know in the comments, because it is 8:10. We've gone for a little while tonight.
We have indeed, and we do appreciate everyone that has joined us tonight. So as we said, yes, we're off tomorrow to fly to Sydney, get on Anthem on Friday. I look forward to seeing you, those that are going to be joining us on there, or us joining you, because you're not really joining us, joining the ship.
Yep.
But yes, no, I think that's probably us for tonight.
Yeah, we will, as I said, depending on weather. The weather's not looking great on Friday, Thursday, Friday in Sydney, so we will possibly live stream the ship coming in on Friday. And we will try and drop a couple of quick videos. It probably is something we did allude to, maybe touching on quickly, Deb, before we do close out. A couple of things that we are looking forward to with Anthem. For me, I know it's the show in the theatre, which unfortunately is not on this 3-night cruise.
That We Will Rock You.
That We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think that's, it's probably the best show that we've seen to see.
It was good.
And obviously Seaplex is a lot of fun. What about you? What are you looking forward to with Anthem?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
Solarium.
Yeah, no.
Sydney sail out.
I think he's just going to answer it for me.
I'm trying to prompt.
Yeah. No, look, there is, I think these Quantum class ships are just absolutely amazing. While we don't necessarily, us personally, do the iFly or the Flow Rider, that Seaplex is amazing. Maybe get in and have a game of volleyball or something like that. Yes, the solarium is beautiful, lovely. Love the Windjammer. It's a great place to go and eat. And I just love the walking. Like it's just such a long way to walk and you just get your steps up. I don't know. It doesn't feel crowded, I don't think.
And looking forward to catching up with so many of you on Friday as well once we get on board. Maybe busy running around like blue-ass flies on Friday in particular, but we will look forward to it. Kenko Cruising Us is We Will Rock You normally on the 3-day cruising and just not yours. Look, don't know because this was our first 3-day cruise. I suspect it might be that because they'll be doing a lot of staff turnover and everything coming into Australia. That might be why it's not on this one. Because on the 4-night when we were in Singapore, it was on.
We had the full show.
Yeah. So nearly 2 hours in the theatre.
Yes.
So anyway, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a wonderful, massive, massive day of cruise news.
100% it has been. But by the time we get back here next Wednesday, we will have done our cruise, been back from Sydney. I guarantee it's going to be as quick as a flash.
It is, but keep an eye on the socials. We will update you with a couple of quick bits throughout the weekend while we are away, and then there'll be some more videos coming. We also have a Carnival Encounter cabin review that will drop this weekend, and also your review of the hotel that you stayed in Melbourne while you were down there.
100%. But no, thank you everyone for joining. Please hit that like button if you haven't done already. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. That's amazing when you do.
And we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Good night.